This video demonstrates how RBEAM allows ServiceNow customers to manage who has access to certain systems and locations. First, some terms. RBEAM stands for Role-Based Entitlement Access Management. An entitlement represents a system or service. As an example, Splunk, or Tripwire, or Maximo, or Oracle Financials. Whatever software or system you wish. Likewise, it could also be a physical location, like the dispatch center, or the computer room, or whatever location or area you wish to designate. A role is a responsibility or a privilege associated with a given entitlement. Allowing people to request access to certain entitlements and being assigned specific roles completes the identity, governance, and administration function that RBEAM provides. In other words, RBEAM is an IGA tool that provides the governance of the process for authorizing access. It captures evidence needed for audits and reports for analysis, organizing that information for quick access on the dashboard. Let's take a look at how all this works. RBEAM allows you to define an entitlement and a few necessary attributes about that entitlement, like the name of the entitlement, who it's managed by, groups for configuration and support, and even business service associated with the entitlement. You can create new entitlements, update existing entitlements, and even deactivate entitlements. After setting up the entitlements that your organization wants to manage, next comes defining the roles or privileges or responsibilities that you are interested in tracking for any given entitlement. The simplicity and flexibility of allowing you to define the roles associated with an entitlement is powered by Checklist Pro, another of TyGR's ServiceNow Store applications. We think of RBEAM as an example of a pro-code Checklist Pro implementation. Getting back to RBEAM, now that we have defined an entitlement and associated roles to it, we can now manage who has access to what entitlement and what their level of access looks like. In this example, we're going to request access to Maximo for Able Tutor. Using the Manage Entitlement Access catalog item, we first identify the entitlement, then we choose the person needing access. We can also specify if this person's access should be modeled after someone else in the organization. We provide a reason or a justification for why this access is being requested, and then offer the ability to the requester to identify which specific roles or privileges or responsibilities this person needs. You'll notice that these roles are the ones we defined earlier. After submitting this request, RBEAM follows a two-step approval process. The approval/configuration team that was defined for this entitlement receives an approval request with a checklist representation of the roles. In this example, each member of the database group that we defined as the approval/configuration team sees the same checklist. As one person updates the list of roles, all others from the group see those same updates. That's Checklist Pro's shared checklist function in action. After the approval/configuration team makes any necessary updates to the requested access, an approval passes it on to the manager of the entitlement, in this case, Fred Luddy. The entitlement manager can also make any necessary adjustments to the requested access before either approving or rejecting the request. If the entitlement manager approves, the support team receives a task listing the authorized access for this person, and they can update the actual system and close the task. RBEAM also provides a dashboard that shows the progress of all entitlement access requests. It provides simple filtering and drill down capabilities, allowing you to quickly determine who has access to what entitlements and who has access to what roles or responsibilities within each of those entitlements.